I'd rather be a lover than a fighter. Cause all my life I've been fighting. Never felt a feeling of comfort.
Hey guys, how are you today? So I'm going to do a May update video. I do leave in just a day. So by the time I get this up, you'll be seeing it and I'll be leaving that day. Anyway, I'm going on vacation once again. Going back down to Florida, so we'll have some fun adventures to come. But I did want to show you a few things around the grow space before I go. That way we can take a look when we get back. But actually tomorrow before I leave, I'm going to move everything out of the greenhouse into my outdoor grow space because the weather is looking okay at night times. There's a few nights where it's getting a little chilly. And I might get them to just cover the outside grow space with some tarps. I do have a little bit of a new outdoor grow space, and I'm hoping I'll be able to take some video tomorrow when I do move everything out. But we will see. Time will be pushing because I will have to water and move all the orchids out into the grow space. But I am going to take you down now so you can see the orchids. Start with a few catasetums. They're finally starting to come out of dormancy. This is the SVO Black Pearl, and the two new growths are coming along nicely. Also, this one here that we saw bloom has two growths on it, coming along nicely. And then my Tin Dragons Wicket by SVO has this growth on it that it's really coming along. The catasetums that are coming out of dormancy, they are taking a while, but they're definitely coming out. So that is nice, especially when I get them out to the outdoors grow space. I think their progress will start to pick up and they'll start to grow a lot faster. I cannot say enough about this Vietnamica by Moat's Ruby Pixie. We just had this spike here and then this spike, and now I already have another spike coming along. So what a wonderful cross. It just is a non-stop bloomer for sure, and I am really happy about that. My Neophoenicias are really starting to take off with their new roots and things. There is some potential spikes. Obviously, there'll be some blooms this summer. I don't know if it'll be while I'm gone or if I'll be back in time, but we will just have to wait and see. One more time before I go. This is the Sarcochilus. What a beautiful thing. It had 7 spikes. And again, this is another plant where I just can't say enough. All the Vandaceous orchids are really starting to push out some new roots for the summer, which is always a very good sign. This is one of the Cerulean Cattleyas from SVO, Cattleya lodoglossia, and it is really shooting up. The newest growth is way bigger than the previous growth, so that is a really good sign, and it has a sheath. I don't think it will bloom this year, but hopefully next year, but we will just have to wait and see what it does. Time will tell. This other blue Cerulean Cattleya that is more purple that I got from Lowe's a couple years ago. I think it was a couple years ago anyway. I had spikes, sheaths come out of the new growths earlier, and I didn't think it was going to end up blooming because the sheaths dried up and kind of went away, and now I'm having spikes come out of the sheaths. So that is really nice. Hopefully we'll be able to see some of these flowers. If they do bloom while I'm gone, my mom again will take some videos. So that will be very nice. my Angrecum didieri, we're going to miss it, but it is in spike. There's a couple other spikes here that are going to come out, I see. But this bud has matured really, really fast. Probably within the last week or so it's matured. So once they get their spikes, their buds really mature fast. They start to grow and then there it is. So that's always nice. I'm going to be sad that I'm going to miss that because it always smells so good. Here is one of the Oncidium types that I have, Tiger Crow Golden Girl, and I didn't think it was going to bloom for me. It doesn't really care for extreme heat because it does have Ontoglossum in it, and Odontoglossum, which is a cooler grower. And it has this spike on here for us, so hopefully we'll be able to catch some of that on film with my mom, and you all will be able to enjoy it. This is the Vanda that I originally thought, but I had my doubts, and also other viewers had their doubts of being a Sanderiana, but it is actually a cross between a Sanderiana. I finally got the name on it, and it is the TMA, a cross between Sanderiana and then the, I forget the other parent. But anyway, I was just looking at this the other day while I was watering, and if you can see, right in between that leaf there, there's a spike. So once again, we'll be able to enjoy the flowers from that. Here is my Phalaenopsis japonica, or Sideria japonica, in bloom with 2 spikes, and I believe there's 19 flowers if I remember correctly. It's just always so nice and always smells so good as well. Very cute. How could I forget this guy? So this is the Mysticidum capense. Right there is the name, and it is growing so nicely on this mount, and the spike is really maturing now. You can see all those. Let's see if I can sit this down and see if we can focus on all these buds. You can really see all the buds coming along. So we'll definitely have to get some video of that when it finally blooms. Very cool. Dendrobium Tranchuanii. I probably butchered that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. What isn't butchered is these beautiful flowers that we're able to enjoy off of this beauty. It's so nice, so waxy, it's so beautiful. But also, it did create 2 flowers this time, which I'm very impressed with. Previously, we only had 1 flower, but this time we had 2. That is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video of all the flowers and different updates. I will be going down to Florida for 6 weeks, so definitely we'll have some time to visit some orchid nurseries and go to orchid shows like the Redlands. I will be down there for that. That'll be a lot of fun. I hope to see some people there. Definitely, if you see me, come up to me. I heard it's going to be really warm, so it's definitely going to be a different atmosphere from what I've been in lately, because we've had a really cool spring. Even though it's starting to warm up now, it still isn't on the hot side. So it'll be a kind of a transition for me. But that's all I have, and I will talk to you all very soon, guys. Bye.